And we are live now. Hi, everyone. Welcome back on Friday, 1 o'clock, for another episode of Cocktails and Business Made Easy. I'm Dorina, the founder of Beautypreneur.ie and the creator of From Nada to Prada, business and social media training for startup businesses. And today I am going to be very tricky because you wouldn't think that I'm drinking a cocktail. But this is actually a gin and tonic because last week Hendrick's, the best gin ever, had this little sales or some special that there was this amazing package for Hendrick's summer solstice bottle, purple berry like taste. Oh, amazing! And they gave you 6 of these tiny little cups. Clearly, we had to buy 2 sets. So now we have 12 little cups. And to be honest, I was kind of debating not drinking any cocktail today because yesterday we had a whiskey tasting in our living room, and then my friend have won a pina colada lesson as well. So yesterday was all about alcohol, and I was like, I think I have a little bit enough. But then she reminded me that we have these cute cups. Clearly, I had to show this. So I'm on gin and tonic at 1 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. And I have Zita, who is absolutely amazing. And she's a coach. And this morning we spent a lot of time together because we are in a system, in a mastermind together. And we are learning a lot, and we are learning from each other a lot. So this morning we had this conversation about self-image. And I found it very interesting that we are talking a lot about branding for businesses, and I always use the example of Coca-Cola, that they have been using their brand, they have been using the same logo, the same colors, the same message. I was researching today, and I bumped into L'Oreal, who is like, for I don't know, decades they're using the same message as well. They have all of these big companies, but even if you just think about a small team, they have their same logo, they have their branding, they have an image, what they want you to think of them. And then we learned that the brand and the image, what they are showing to you and how they want you to, they kind of tell you with the brand image and with the brand personality, they tell you what they want you to think about them. And I was thinking that, oh my God, self-image, the things what we are thinking about us, ourselves, is somebody else. It was probably someone else's message that, like they once told us, and we believe it. And this is how we create what other people think of us from the outside. But this is where Zita comes in the picture, because she can actually explain it a lot better, and she can help you, and she can make you think differently. She's a genius. And by the way, on the way after we spoke this morning, I was walking for about 7 kilometers, and I got such a big aha moment that I was crying on the way because of this realization. You know what I mean? So guys, let me introduce you to Zita, and I will ask her to introduce herself, what she's doing, and then we are going to dig in deep.
Hi guys, thank you so much, Dorina, to invite me for this. It got me a little surprised because I was invited this morning, therefore I could lie that I have a cocktail, but it is just water and lemon. Just be very honest at the beginning. And yeah, I'm a coach. I like to call myself transformation coach. I will open my website in a few weeks. And my favorite topic is what you can do with your mind and how you can actually change your life, your reality, and literally everything around you and in you with your mind, using your mind properly. And that's where the self-image comes in, because Dorina mentioned that brands have their image, but you have your self-image too. And I think all the brands' images coming from someone's, like one person, self-image. And it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's the story with your business as well, that when you opened your business, you wanted to give a message, but that message was something from you. You cannot give any other messages, just yours. You cannot do someone else. You can only do you. So there's where it's a really, really, really interesting topic, because oftentimes we don't actually know, we are not aware what we actually think about ourselves. And the self-image, the best, how I can explain the best, it's what is your opinion about yourself, how you think about yourself, and how you talk about yourself, and what you think, what is your possibility, what are your limits for you, and things like that.
And is that coming from ourselves, or is that a reaction for, like our parents, what they have been telling us, or the grandparents, or the first educators in our lives, or, excuse my French, but how most of us get fucked up? Because we usually are.
Yeah, so that's a nice way to put it.
No sugarcoat.
I like your style. So from the first second when we were born, we just like a sponge, taking every information, what people say about us, how they teach us to do certain things, and we just actually copy things. And then it's just going one by one as a program, as an opinion about you. So if, for example, they praise you a lot when you are a child, then you will think that, oh my God, I'm just such a gorgeous person and I can do whatever I want because whatever I do will be amazing. But if you hear lots of times that, well, kiddo, I think you are a bit stupid here, then you will just believe that as your truth. And then that's how you will operate in your whole life until you figure it out. That's what happened. Because everyone has the same mind. Like we have the same features of the mind, but we are not aware of that, how to use it. And what happens is that, so we take these programs, we take these opinions, what we can do and who we are, mainly from family, but the school is very, very strong part as well, friends, and even later on with your jobs, colleagues, your business, everything. So everything which gives you a big emotional impact, you take it in and you take it as your truth, and it will empower you or will stop you to do whatever you want.
So we are being affected by all these things, but once it becomes natural, how do we recognize that this is not us? Because I was just thinking after this morning's conversation, I was thinking, like the things I do, and I recognize other people's habits and action in the things what I'm doing, but it takes it's a hard job to recognize that, this is not mine, this is my mom's, this is my sister's, this is my best friend's way of thinking, way of acting, and even just the expressions. I'm a devil if somebody is saying an expression like two times next to me, I pick it up like a sponge. But then it becomes mine. However, it was never mine to begin with. So when you have these traits and you think that it's natural, how do you know? How do you recognize that which one is not yours, or which one is not agreeing with you? Because it's okay. We are back.
Yeah.
So how do you recognize that what you should change, or that it's not not part of your true image?
I think it's a process, because first you need to kind of learn this kind of thinking, that you actually watch yourself. first, I think it's really important to watch how you talk about yourself, because that's the simplest thing, because you hear it, you say it, and just to notice if it's empowering what you say, or it's holding you back from doing something. Even when you do a mistake, do you say, oh, okay, it will be better next time? Or yes, I understand I did something wrong. I'm so happy I could learn it now, not when I will be actually in that important meeting or wherever. Or you just say, oh my God, I'm so stupid, I can't believe it. Then it's definitely not something good. Or why is it always happening with me? Or, sayings like this. So I think this is a process. It's not an easy thing. And it's a very slow process at the beginning, I find. Well, for me, it was really slow at the beginning, but then you just cannot do it in any other way. And to see how you talk, how you think about yourself, what you actually think you can do. Because if you would like, for example, you have your business and you say, let's say you have a beauty salon, right?
Let's say.
And you would like to, like, you see yourself to have this very successful business salon with posh people, and they are all so nice, and they are happy to pay higher amount, and you have those beautiful coffee cups in the salon and things like that. But then you actually think that, well, okay, for that, maybe I should move my salon to another area. I'm not that Grafton Street person. I'm not that Ranelagh person. I'm not that fancy area person. I'm actually okay here. It's fine. So then you can sniff it out that it was your self-image, because that's what you learned. Okay, that's my limit. That's my territory. No else, nothing else. And then other thing is that I think it's a really, really good thing. That's what I noticed on me as well. A couple of years ago, I started to follow people on Facebook. But which people? Who were brave to leave the corporate world and open their own business, and now they are traveling the world, or they are not traveling the world, but they are building some really great businesses, and they were brave to choose what they really want to do. And I started to follow them, and at the beginning I was like, it's so good for them, it was easy for them. Oh, this person was, true story, she was a marketing head at IKEA or somewhere big company. Oh, she must have lots of savings. She could do it. It's fine. Yeah, and I was envy, I think. But then I knew that this is my limit here, because there is a reason why I follow those people. This is a reason why I notice those people. Why I want to be around those people. Like if you have a competitor, for example, and you are like, she's so good. I don't like her because she's doing this and this and this so great. Like, let's be honest. We do these things because we really want to have those kind of skills, what they have. And instead of saying, hello, I want to have the skills, what they have, we just say, no, it's not me. It's easier for them. So that is again something which can tell you you actually have these.
There is a way that we can change this way of thinking, right?
Of course. All kinds of things you can change, yeah.
And is there any way that we can do it ourselves, or do we always have a coach who is helping us?
I think you can do it by yourself if you are really aware and you have a very strong will to do it. And I find that often we do these things on our own when something really bad happened and we decide that, okay, it cannot go that way anymore because that's not what I want. Or there is a huge emotional impact and we just decide, and we are very strong because anyway we have a very high persistence and we can do it. It's a bit slower. I think it's easier to, it's still not like 100% easy, but with help with someone else who's not in your head, who's actually feeding you back what you are saying, what stories you are constantly bringing up, what words you say, when you are actually getting afraid of things, because that's a good tell how you limit yourself with your fear. And yeah,
that was my this morning's breakthrough with the fear and relationship wise of what am I afraid of. And I was thinking if I will get to the point when I can actually think about it or talk about it like more than 5 sentences without crying, I'm going to create a post about it. But I definitely don't think that, especially when you have these limitations, just based on my stuff, I definitely think that I would need help because I'm not tough enough.
It's not about tough enough.
Not tough, but I'm not pushing myself or not, like not touching the sensitive questions.
Yeah, because like when you are talking with your friends and they catch you like, Dorina, hello, you are saying these things again. Like, do you want to really move from here or you want to say it for years? Because I listen you, I love you, it's okay. But your friends won't kick your butt and say like, hello, we are here to move forward. You want to have this and this, you want to achieve this and this. So in order to do that, this thing what you are doing, it would be very good if you change it or like replace it, let's say, because like stop things, it won't work. You need to replace it with something. And that's a really good point, actually, because if you catch yourself, okay, so I limit myself. I'm not that Grafton Street area person. Maybe my mother thought that she's not that posh person, and then you just try to like analyze it back and see, okay, where could I take this from? Is it my mom, my grandma, or my entire family, or just my father? My boss was like that and I really liked him, so I just really felt the emotional connection and I just took it as mine. And and then when you realize that, okay, it was my mother's thing, you can actually start to watch yourself for the next, because you already know how you found the first one.
Yeah.
And it's not about being tough, because you can be very tough, but your mind constantly looks
tougher. It's tougher.
No, it's not that tougher. It really likes what it knows. So loves the comfort. So when you want to change something, even when you need to move to a new house.
Yeah.
And then even you can be extremely happy that you move to a new house, but then I need to pack, I need to clean every little corner and organize my clothes, and I don't really want that. It's too much hassle, too much money. No.
So, but then how happy you are in the new place.
Yeah, but the process getting there, it's usually not pleasant every single minute.
So didn't you just move, right? Did you just move, right?
Yes. And I did that. I was like, no, I don't want. And then I'm really happy here now. But the first couple of weeks when I needed to organize everything and work in the same time, it wasn't great, but I wouldn't change it to anything. Maybe just tweak it a little.
Now that you know how it's the easiest.
Yeah, so because your mind constantly goes back what it knows. It's like, no, we are comfortable here. No, don't book that meeting with that person, with like where you can rent a salon place for you. Don't book it with that person, because I think he will say a high price. I think it's not available when I want it. I think blah, 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 blah. And then you're like, and you just don't do it. And it goes back. That's only self-sabotage. That's nothing else. But if you don't learn to to find these tricks or find where you actually stop yourself, because it's really sneaky. It's really sneaky. Let me tell you one example. I wanted to get up a few months ago at 5 o'clock because I read an amazing book halfway called 5 a.m. Club. And the author, Robin Sharma, talks about it's such an amazing thing to get up at 5 a.m. because all the high performance people, they all do that. And then, you know, while the whole world is sleeping, you're already done with your mental exercises, your routine and things like that. So by the time everyone is getting up in the house, you are already feeling blissful and amazing and calm and so on. So what I did is I did it for 1.5 weeks. And then I explained to my friend, who after that was laughing on me a lot, how clever I was. I explained to her why I don't want to do that. It's coming with, feminine energy, masculine energy. You know, I put a lot of intellectual stuff in it to convince myself that that's why I don't need to get up at 5 o'clock. And then I got up like 5 minutes before I needed to leave the house because it was too much. For me. So that's why I think it's good to have a coach, like someone outside of your head, and help you through step by step to kind of showing you that changing these things will be slow, but once you are done, it will be really, really huge for you. But the mistake, what we usually do, we want to change everything like this. Everything all together at once, and then for 3 days you are amazing, then you are exhausted and then you just give up.
I have read a different book which I have been talking about lately a lot, called Chillpreneur, from Dennis Duffield Thomas, and she's literally my spirit animal. I love her. I love the way she speaks, I love her, full stop. And she is the other way. She explains business and success the other way around, that you don't need to get up at 5 o'clock to be successful. I just shared a post that recently happened to me, that someone told me that you are so pretty, you could be successful, let me buy you a tooth. And I was like, it has nothing to do with because I'm missing a tooth, and he noticed it, and this person wanted to buy me a tooth. And I was like, because I could be successful, or you could be successful getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And there is Cheerpreneur, Denise, and she's explaining that no, you have to know yourself, and you have to just make a list that this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what must be done, this is what I don't like but must be done, delegate it to someone else. And if you want to get up at 10 o'clock in the morning and you don't have any other chores and kids and family and whatever, then you can set your business and your success around your own needs and values. That, you know, like, I love my sleep. I'm going to bed at 10 o'clock and I am sleeping until 6:30. Like a baby, I need 8.5, 9 hours sleep. And I used to think that, you know, like, I should get up at, you know, like a lot earlier and like be active and, you know, like just sit down and learn and laptop and journal and what's not. But then I have to take a nap in the afternoon. So it's just not working. And and that's why but it all goes back to, you know, like, to your help, that you need to know yourself and you need to know what is your own message from yourself. Because, like, getting up early in the morning, it was running in our family that, you know, like, just lazy people sleep, you know, like, late in the morning. And that's not my thing. I'm not lazy. Like, I can work until like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock at night, but I'm not going to get up at 6:30. I do, but you know, like, you have to kind of learn who you are. So before we wrap it up, who do you looking for? Who do you offer your services? Who do you think you can help if someone wants? And we're definitely going to share Zita's email address and links and everything in the comment section. And tell them about this visualization meditation, what we have planned for tomorrow.
Okay, so let's start with that one. So I believe that you need to first think about who you would like to become. So goes back to your self-image. What image you want to have. So it's not even about investigating what went wrong and where you took your silly ideas from. It's what you want to become, what you think that for your business and for your dream life you need to become as a person. And in order to kind of move forward with that, it's really important to make a mental picture in your head, and that's where our meditation comes to the place, because I really enjoy doing guided meditation where I actually guide you to that dream place, surrounded with your dream people, if there's any, dream customers, dream clients, dream salon, dream everything.
Dream house, dream clothes, dream everything.
Dream everything, and just smell it, just taste it, just feel it, just be there for a few minutes. We look around, and we just enjoy being there. So it's actually like put the seed in your mind, that idea that it's possible to you, because it is possible to you, but only if you can imagine. And once you can imagine, it can
be coming.
Yeah.
So, and I was asking you, and you kind of said yes. It was a bit of a please conversation, but you are going to come live in this group, and you're going to do a guided meditation for anybody who wants to join.
Yeah.
And what day and when?
I'd say let's have it on a calm, lovely Sunday morning or
Yes.
Monday morning. What would you like?
Whatever is the best. I'm open. I do it any day, any day, anytime. So whatever is the best for you.
Okay, then. You know what? Let's do it fresh. Let's do it tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Saturday, 8 o'clock. I will be here, and everybody else hopefully is going to be here. So if people want to get in touch with you in order to help to, like come, like get through their self-image obstacles and stuff, will you share in the comment section? How can they do that?
Of course. So I will put first of all my email address, what I have at the moment, because the business one, it's on the way.
It's coming.
And once it's done, I will post it there too.
Yes. Okay, let's promise that once your website is going to be launched, then we come back with another live.
Deal.
And we talk about it and we celebrate you.
Deal. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for coming live today with me for Cocktails and Business. And we are going to see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Yes. For a lovely guided meditation. Guys, you're going to want to be there because it's absolutely amazing. And
it won't be long, just to note here. It won't be long. Max 10 minutes.
Also, I'm not going to leave it on because it's such a special and unique experience. I'm absolutely loving it. So we are not going to save that video. Like once it's gone, it's gone. So you're going to have to be live tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock when we come live, because it's unique and you want to try it. So thank you so much. And guys, I will see you next Friday at 1 o'clock for another Cocktails and Business Made Easy. And until then, don't forget to participate in the group and share your Facebook links and Instagram links and group links, and check out who else is in the group and offer your friends and invite your friends and everything. So let's make it as a very big and supportive group. And I will see you guys tomorrow as well.
Thank you, Dorina.
Thank you, Zita.